Friday, night thing. Chillin' with my girls in my new J. Feeling good, but ain't looking for a new babe. Head down to Taylor Lobs, cause I'm up the street. Real talk, no lie. Feeling in my soul, that's a good vibe. Hoping that's the right people chillin' inside. If they ain't, then I'll dip straight out to sight. Don't even try. I just do me and I still be fly. Okay, we gon' see it's jumping. It ain't too crowded. Music is bumping. Hit that, yeah. Feel my dance, that for a minute. Millie rock, hands still spinning. Crisscross, pop for a second. Now I'm chillin'. Just grab your line, now hit that. G, where it's at, we in there. Where is the Navy address? We bout to hit the kickback, yeah. We bout to hit the kickback, yeah. We bout to hit the kickback, yeah. Can read the Navy address, yeah.
We are on. Welcome to Humidor Shop Talk. This is the season finale. Give it up for yourselves. It was a great season. It's been a great season. We had some great topics, some great shows. We are live today at Windy City Cigar Lounge on 43rd Prairie. Come on out. We're going to be celebrating the birthdays of all the cancers right after this. Food giveaways, the whole nine, all righty? So let's get started. This is the first segment. This is our Talk and Smoke segment. And where we go in on daily issues, some of the hottest topics. So right here in Chicago, we had some cigar smokers kind of got riled up. We know about the house picnic. And what was posted were the rules of the Park District rules, which said no cigar smoking.
C against cigar smoking.
C against cigar smoking. But pretty much signal out that we cannot smoke cigars out at the house picnic. Now, they're saying this has always been a rule. They just haven't enforced it, but now they're saying it will be enforced this year. So who wants to speak on that first?
Well, as everybody knows, since 2014, public parks had that ordinance about smoking cigars, cigarettes. That ordinance has been out since 2014. Now, how can they enforce this? And there is 20,000 people out there, plus the cops that's out there smoking cigars too. Facts. I think we all were on the same page. The young lady, when she interjected the young lady that was part of the organization, told the people. I inboxed her and asked her personally, is that rule enforced? And she told me no. She's like, James, listen. Like, it's always been on the books, it's never been enforced. Hell, we got cigar vendors there selling cigars, so why would we enforce it? So that's what she was basically trying to tell us when the thread was going on, that yeah, it's on the books, but it's never enforced. So rather if they're going to enforce it this year or not, I have no clue. But I'm bringing my sticks, I'm smoking good. They tell me to stop, I'm still smoking.
My man.
So I was actually going to follow what he said. It's always been an ordinance. The problem is somebody peeped it on the page and then they put it out there, which created an uproar within the cigar community. Cigarette smokers wasn't even thinking about it. It was the cigar community that they put it into our mind. It created an uproar. Then the first thing we said, we ain't going. 40,000 people, they can't enforce all of that. And like you said, police be out there smoking cigars. So we're going to go and we're going to turn it up like we always do.
All right.
That's it. Well, one thing that I was going to say is, elaborating on what Pat just said, it has always been on the book, but they're not going to enforce it. I've talked to somebody that's with Chosen Few, and that's not something that they're looking forward to because, like my man said, they have cigar vendors as well. So I'm bringing mine. They tell me to put them out. I'm going to keep smoking. Because the ones that's going to be telling you to put them out probably got sticks in their pocket.
The hell with it, huh?
Hey, 2 tears in the bucket.
I heard from a valuable source, Nicole Rubber, that it's only going to be enforced up near the stage.
Dance floor and walk-in.
And the dance floor and the walk-in. So, I don't know.
The house music people.
Everybody
So for those not attending, let me hear from you, Jatan.
Can I buy your ticket?
You just don't put me on blast, right? So, I'm not attending because generally in the past, we have walked around, we've sold sticks, we sold sticks to police staff, everybody that's there. Yet, they said no cigar and no cig smoking was allowed. However, you still didn't address or identify the vape smokers or the weed smokers. Now, you posted one thing as policy. You didn't directly quote the Park District policy, but yet now you want to enforce it. So now if you enforce it, that's a $500 ticket. Yes, it's a $500 ticket. So now you get that special asshole that wants to enforce that ticket, then well, who's gonna pay? I'm at a loss as to who's gonna pay. So I'm not willing to take that risk this year. I'll sit out and see what happens. And I'm being honest with that. And as much as I love going, been going since day one, I can't run that risk of doing that. And that's too much.
Who's gonna cook the ham hocks then?
What you mean, who gonna cook the ham hock?
You heard me fucking saying.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, the hell you did?
No, I didn't hear.
Don't be there.
What?
Don't be there.
And, excuse me, in light of this $500 fine, when we are out there, please address me as Sylvester Joyce. That will be my name for the day, so please address me as that way, so when they give me that $500 ticket, it's going out to Sylvester. Sorry, Keita.
Damn.
But y'all gonna take this one for the team.
Really?
Right on her birthday. Yeah. So this goes to another topic. I was speaking with a cigar smoker the other night, and he told me personally he doesn't walk around publicly smoking cigars. He said in a sense it's rude and it's offensive to non-smokers. This is what he said. He's one of the aficionados. He said he doesn't do it. Fencing, we went to Brewfest, right? The Brewfest. So you're walking around, you're smoking your cigars. People who don't smoke, or their kids, and stuff like that out there. And then, typically he broke it down like cigar smoking has always kind of been a private, intimate thing. So how do you feel about that? And I need some of you ladies to talk.
To a degree, I have to agree with him, because us as cigar smokers, we don't care. We light up, we blaze, we smoke wherever we are. But when you think about a family-orientated place or somewhere where there are people who don't smoke, or children, I can see why they would say that it's offensive, you know what I'm saying? And I can see him being conscious of who he's smoking around, so he doesn't do it. Which I can understand it. Me, myself, I'm still gonna blaze. All right.
I'm a smoker. I'm outside, I'm going to smoke. If it's something that says that I can't smoke, that's different. But even traveling outside of the country, if I'm outside by the pool, I am going to smoke unless there's an ordinance that says that I cannot. If you are not a smoker and you are offended by my smoke, you are to move around. I'm outside.
Thank you.
So I'm not going to change what I can do outside unless there's something telling me that I cannot.
But that wasn't what was said. What was said was.
So I 100% agree with Keita. If you are outside and you are at an event, like the one you say, the Brewfest or a house picnic, whatever events is happening outside, right? People who smoke because they can't smoke inside, more than likely people are going to smoke. You, as a non-smoker, have to understand it. You have to know you're going to a public event that's outside of the park or what have you, where people are possibly smoking. So if you don't smoke, you have your kids, you have to kind of understand that it's an outside event. People are gonna smoke. I kind of get the offense, but then I kind of don't because I'm a smoker. So I'm smoking outside. So I don't get that.
Hold on, come on, talk.
I hate to say this because it's such a bad look, but I agree with Kevin. Those that don't drink, people drink next to them, you're not offended. People that smoke cigarettes, those that don't smoke cigarettes, those not offended. or you move around. So all I'm saying is I agree with Keita and what Kevin said, and that's it. Put the mic to the mic, right? Come talking to the mic.
Well, I was just trying to get back to the subject because, I mean, we're on the subject, but he didn't say nobody else was offended. He said the guy himself said he didn't do it because he found it would be offensive to other people. So it's not about what nobody else thinks. Right, but the guy didn't do it because he said personally he found it offensive to other people. So again, it goes back to our personal choice on how we feel about what we smoke in. That's just like when we're at a function at each other's house. We designate an area to smoke. Those that don't smoke usually don't sit around us, or they sit downstream so that smoke won't hit them. If there's any kids around, what do? Tell the kids, y'all go over there because we smoke. So he's just being conscious of not smoking in public because of other people. So we can't knock the man for that.
Pat just basically said everything that I was going to say. You know what? So if I'm out at an event and if there are children, I will move away. You know, but there's plenty of space outside. So I just kind of go to a designated area. But if they come around me, then apparently they're just going to be there. And you know, it's only common courtesy for a while, but you know, it's just outdoors and I can smoke anywhere I'm going to smoke. So, but as far as the young man feeling that it's rude, I don't think it's rude, you know, to smoke a cigar outside in public, you know, because it's for everyone. It's not just assigned for non-smokers. So I'm going to enjoy my stick, but like I said, I will keep other individuals in mind. If I see them, you know, rubbing their eyes or whatever, I might move around, or I'll say, hey, is my smoke bothering you? You know, and I'll say, well, you can like slide over there, but for the most part, I'm just, you know, conscious only of children. I can give a rat's ass about grown people, but I'm just saying, little people, I will move for them.
Okay. Now with that being said, let's take it a step further. So Illinois is about to pass the marijuana law, right? All the weed, you know, for all the weed smokers. So how would you feel about that if you're sitting around somebody smoking weed all day? Well, not you.
Well, I would like to interject on that one. Being around weed smoke, me having a CDL license, I can't be a part of that world. What you do is your business, but when it starts affecting me like that and my family, then that's where I would have a problem with it. Other than that, you can smoke until your whole head explodes. I wouldn't care. But I would just like, don't blow smoke in my face because I don't want to catch a contact and then it jeopardizes my livelihood. So, but, well, and I understand that goes back to the points about the cigars, but you can't lose a job because of the cigar. You can lose a job because of marijuana.
Come on, Nick, you can lose time. Hold on.
Well, I kind of agree with what House said, and as a cigar shop owner, I am looking forward to all of you weed smokers, because eventually there will be a place that you will be able to smoke your weed. And I'm going to stay on top of it, and you all can be looking forward when that ordinance comes, because it's coming.
Please
there will be
top of
some
it.
place that you all will be able to go and enjoy your marijuana just like you enjoy your cigar.
Now, I'm happy that the marijuana coming around. You know, that's a good thing. A lot of our young blacks won't be going to jail for BS. But I'm gonna slide back to what he said about he losing his job because somebody having contact. Now, if you blow your cigar in somebody's face, they might feel that they might get some type of, you know, lung cancer or messes with their asthma. So you can't be one way for the weed and one way for the cigars. You got to be both ways to respect somebody if they don't want to be around cigar smoke. You know, just like you want somebody to respect you not to be around their weed smoke.
I just don't want you to blow it in my face. I just don't want you to blow it in my face. You can blow it in the air. Like if I'm around people and if anybody has seen me, I'll take a puff and I'll blow it straight up in the air. I won't blow it out. Even though I do, standing 6'3", I'm standing above a lot of people anyway. But I just don't, I think it would be very disrespectful for me to blow my cigar smoke in your face, just like it would be disrespectful for you to blow your marijuana smoke in my face.
Well, I don't think anybody intentionally blows smoke in people's face. You know, you walking outside, the wind's blowing, or whatever, it just happens. Would you want somebody sitting up smoking weed around your kid? You got your kid with you in the park, and somebody sitting up getting high. How would you feel about that?
Okay, I got two things. One, been to a couple of states where marijuana is legal for recreational smoke. Vegas, for instance. People walking all up and down the strip smoking all day. That's all you smell in the air. Kids around, old folks around, you smell it. It's no issue. The problem I have is how Vegas, number one, discriminates against cigar smokes in the casinos. You can't smoke at the tables. You can smoke, just walking through, but you can't smoke at the table. You can smoke cigarettes. That's idiotic to me. Smoke is smoke. But two, like my man was talking about catching a contact. What people don't realize is just because it's legal statewide, it's still illegal federally. So if you get piss tested at your job, you will lose your job. Until that they have a bill on the floor right now to decriminalize marijuana. It hasn't passed yet. It's on the floor. When it passes, or if it passes, which I doubt seriously, then you can smoke freely and don't have to worry about 3 courses. But that day will cross when it come around.
Now, with that being said, so what's happening with all our young brothers that's locked up for marijuana? What's going to happen with them? Because there's a lot of them sitting in the joint right now over what's about to be legal. So we want to jump in on that.
Well, I'll jump in on that. Illinois got a law right now to let a lot of them guys out, let a lot of them out for those petty marijuana crimes. So Illinois will be the first state to do that. So that's good, at least for here. Hopefully, nationally, they'll do the same thing for them guys.
Well, as far as that, there was like Sylvester said, there is a bill proposing that people that were convicted of simple marijuana crimes, they are looking at their cases to overturn their cases and expunge their cases to clear those off of the record. And that would be great for some of our young brothers and our young sisters that are in the feds and the state for simple drug possession, namely marijuana. So I'm all for it. Get them out there. Get them out the joint. Get them out here like Sly.
But it's also supposed to be important. My understanding is it's supposed to be according to the amount at the time of the arrest, number one. I have no problem with our young men getting out based on the previous marijuana conviction. However, what are you going to help them do once they get out? That's the question we need to address. If it's a small offense, fine. But what are you going to do to help them reintegrate back into society? Because if you say you're going to let everybody out, then you let everybody out, then what? What comes next after the conviction that's overturned?
Well,
Exactly.
Okay,
he got the mic. Well, for one, the recidivism rate is very high for people getting that were incarcerated getting back out. And like you said at the time, what are you going to do? Well, the thing that we can do as a people to bring everybody back together is we can direct people to where these jobs are hiring. If you yourself, you're in a position where you know where there are jobs that are located or jobs that are in your company or whatever, let the people know, hey, go fill out this application or find out. There are plenty of places. There's a list of about 150 companies that hire ex-offenders. CTA is probably one of the biggest ones that we know about right now. They have a second chance program that will employ those people right away. But we have to also not let people get into the fact of, oh, I don't want to work there. Well, damn it, and beats Nan.
The government government also has, they're hiring ex-felons also. As long as you disclose it,
Yes, sir.
they will hire you. As long as you disclose it. If you don't disclose it and they bring your background and it comes up, they will disqualify you from being hired. But like you said, there's a lot of jobs out there that will hire you. You know, and I mean, like I tell people, hey, get a job somewhere where you're making like $9 as a warehouse worker. Get that experience and then try to go somewhere else making a little more. You know, my buddy, he's making $12 an hour as a forklift driver. He just got another job making $22 as a forklift driver because he has the experience. You know, and he's an ex-felon also. But it's out there. You have to either know where to look or know someone that knows something about what's going on.
Okay, so with this being the season finale, we're gonna have a little fun, right? We know it's a bunch of new cigar shops opening up all throughout the city and the suburbs, right? So for all of us, we've all been smoking in here for a nice amount of time, right? So, and we always joke about the newbies, the non-smokers when they come in, right? We point them out from across the room, as Nick like to call them, the groovy blue smokers. So let's go around. So I want to go around, and we're gonna do advice to the newbies. Advice to the newbies, and we're gonna let Miss Rucker kick it off.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. For all you new smokers out there, please invest in your essential tool, being a lighter, a cutter, and a humidor. And also with that, and this is for some of you old people, get you a can of butane. Do not constantly go to the establishment to fill up your lighter. Invest in the essentials. Oh, and last thing I'm saying, I'll pass the mic. When you selecting your cigar, please do not molest the cigar. If it is outside the cellophane, there's no need for you to put your hand all over the cigar and put it back in the container for somebody else to buy. And also, I'm sorry, this last thing. You cannot smell a cigar inside a cellophane. Open it up, push it up, and smell it. You look like a complete fool trying to smell a cigar with the cellophane on.
Those are facts.
This happens quite a bit. To the newbies that think they know about Cuban, oh, my boy smoked a Cuban. Oh, I don't smoke nothing but Cuban. Yet when you look at their stick, they smoking a Tatiana or acid. Really? What we talking about? Where you going? Where your life at? So if you don't know, the best thing you can do is educate yourself on the various sticks. Or either ask, plain and simple. Because you can say, oh, I like that stick. What kind of stick is it? Here, want to smoke this Magic Toast? Go ahead. Oh, it look like I can handle it. Next thing you know, you on the floor cramping asking for your mama. Stay in your lane and work yourself up. It's okay. Nobody is going to be looking at you side-eye because you want to come in there strong, yet you on the floor. So start off at the base and work yourself up.
I want to say for all of you guys, they're new cigar smokers, but when they think that they're smokers, I don't want to see any new guys. Please stay away from small gauges, Tatiana. It's not impressive, you know. And then when you have one of my girls that's sitting next to you and we're smoking bigger than you, shame on you. So step your game up, guys. Step your game up.
Those are facts.
Those were facts. Nice ones. I got a couple. If you're a newbie, please smoke the entire cigar. Secondly, if you guys are gonna take selfies, light the fucking cigar before you take it.
To add on that, stop inhaling, stop getting your ass sick. Eat before you smoke. Keep your can of Coke or Pepsi or something sweet on the side just in case you do inhale a few times, you get high as hell, and take a couple of sips and knock this shit out.
Well, my man just gave up the same advice I was going to tell. You newbies, you better eat before you call yourself going and get you the darkest cigar on the motherfucking ship.
Thanks, baby. I need you.
And stop thinking you're smoking the weed, because that is not a blunt. You're going to lose a lung.
Alright, newbies, stop getting the biggest cigar, because I'm like a dick in your mouth. That shit is not cool.
Dang. That was a good one.
I got one for you. Stop thinking and asking a true cigar smoker, can I get that stick so I can cut it in half and put my weed in it? See, that right there, I have a true cigar smoker on your good end.
And I definitely got one. And this bothers me all the time. I do not want to see two men smoking on the same cigar. Can we please stop that? Now, I ain't gonna say no name. I'm not gonna say no name, but they know who they are. We need to stop that. Those are facts.
Now those are real facts. You know, newbies, enjoy the ambiance of the cigar environment. This is a true rich culture that we have all partaken in, so enjoy it. Don't come in complaining about shit, and be happy.
Thank you.
Okay. Everybody took their shots at the newbies. But when we in the shop, we are smokers. If you see the newbie, take them, educate them, put them under your wing, man. Don't clown them, because remember, we were all newbies too.
That's right.
So try not to clown them. I know it's just habit. It's gonna happen. You're gonna clown them, but take them under your wing, show them the ropes, so the next time they go into the shop, whether they're with you or not, they know how to respect the leader.
Also, to the newbies, and this could be male or female, there are some sweet tip cigars that are strong, so try to enlighten your palate. There are other cigars that are not sweet, that are mild cigars, and you may have a better flavor for it. So don't try to just stick with sweet cigars all the time. Enhance your palate. To the newbies, try everything, from light, medium, to bold, so that way you'll know your palate.
Yep.
Yes, try everything. So you don't like it.
Well, I'm gonna get off the newbies for a minute, because I've seen a lot of people that have been smoking forever doing the same thing the newbies are doing.
I want somebody to get to the drink.
To the new. It is a BYOB. Right? You come in, you have your drink, you have your cigar, you sit down, you relax. Don't come in with a man down 2020 and light a cigar think you doing something. That is not what you do. You have a nice cognac, nice whiskey, but no, that ain't what you do.
This is for the new ladies. I would like for you all to understand that this is a male-dominated environment. So when you come into the cigar lounge, if your dress is a little short or your top is a little tight and they pushed up, they're men. They're visual. They're gonna look. If you're not looking for that type of attention, don't dress it in that.
Church.
To the ones that
To the newbies, I would say when you go to a cigar lounge, show cigar etiquette. Buy a stick. Don't just bring your sticks in. And if you do bring your sticks in, don't bring Ralph sticks in there. The environment of the smoking.
I have two things. Okay, anywho, to the cigar smokers, the newbies. Don't think you got the hottest drink and you drinking Douce, and you sitting up there smoking Tatiana. Know your parents. I'm sorry, y'all didn't want to put it out there, but I am. Know your parents first off. If Douce is what you like, fine, be great at Douce. But don't sit up there and act hard and want to talk hard and you sitting up there smoking a girl's stick. Now, also for the new, it's okay to start off small. We said that several times, but like Nunu said, please elevate your palate. It is essential. It is enjoyable to do that. 3, don't go around passing your stick to somebody else like it's a Newport. This is not a Newport. One stick costs more than a pack of Newport. Don't do that. Don't do it.
Well, first thing to the newbies, you drink and smoke what the hell you want. Whatever you like, you do. You don't have to impress no damn body.
There we go.
If you like Tatianas and Remy, do that. Whatever you like, you enjoy. Don't let nobody tell you. Now, second of all, to the newbie women, when you go to a cigar shop, there's gonna be smoke.
Yeah.
Don't sit by the door saying it's too damn smoky in there.
Well, get in my hair.
That's it.
Okay, we got one more, and then we got to close out the segment.
I just want to say to the newbies, please do not walk in a cigar shop and have Swisher Sweet and Black and Mild. One night I was at Rutgers and some young ladies came in there with a lot of bonus bar, which was disturbing, and then they sat on the table some Swisher Sweet. And they attempted to let him up. But at that point, Nicole had to let her know, excuse me, you see that humidor right there? Make a purchase, please. But I was like, really? Swisher Sweets? Who the hell is smoking that? But no, please, just do not. No Swisher Sweets, no Black and Mild. Thank you, that is all.
All right, but okay, y'all, we gotta close this segment out. This is the last one. We off until September. We're off until September. This is the last Talk and Smoke segment. So give it up for yourselves. We're gonna take a break and come back with Venus versus
Hot day, night day, chillin' with my girls in my new J. Feelin' good, but ain't looking for a new babe. Head down to Taylor Lobs, cause I'm up the straight. Real talk, no lie. Feeling in my soul, that's a good vibe. Hoping it's the right people chillin' inside. If they ain't, then I'll dip straight out to sight. Don't even try, I just do me and I still be fly. Okay,